Alright guys, so guys, basically, this is a quick video going through Pole Palm. This is Sub-Zero's new move, and it's the new meters launcher that he has. There's a whole bunch of debate on Twitter about whether it's good or not. You have Mr. AP Cam saying it's pretty good. You have basically every other Sub-Zero saying it's bad. I mean, I think the move's pretty good, right? It's meterless launcher, something that Sub needed pretty bad because he's super resource intensive. So now, even without bar, he is able to convert. This video is going to be sort of free flow, so bear with me. There isn't really any real structure to it. I haven't really ordered this video or anything, but I just wanted to show some stuff, right? Because again, this new move, and there's a lot to unpack for it, right? First of all, right, the move is great. Or the move's good because it gives us meterless damage, right? So this is the combat that we saw on the combat cast, right? Where you do total do great. Now, the thing that everyone's up in arms about is the fact that this doesn't really work on 2-1 and 1-2, right? Because of the forward one, fairly easy because you can buffer, right? But on forward one, or sorry, on 2-1 and 1-2, you sort of have the microdash. Yes, working, right? I'm pretty sure it's working. Yeah, so you guys aren't really here to see that, right? So first things first, right? Tldr put out a video pretty early on saying that you need a partial charge on 2-1 and 1-2 to make the combo work, right? So the way the charge works is, right, I don't have the actual frame data in front of me, but just from memory, right? When you charge the Polar Palm, you get different levels of hit advantage. So at level 1, which is the instant release, you get 55 frames. At a slight charge of about, I think, like 40 frames, I think, you get plus 78. And if you charge it the entire way or close to like whatever the fuck it is, right, you get like plus 120 something, right? But obviously, you can't really combo into the full charge one minus a very, well, unless you're using an ambush or something to cover. But at that point, if you're using an ambush, just fucking use the launcher on the ambush, right? Or use the cameo summon, right? Now, just to prove this, right? So I've got two of these videos side by side, right? Just this. Let's full screen this, make it a bit easier to see. Now over here, this is 32. I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Fuck. Let's get out of this. I can zoom in, right? We've got 32 frames over here, and we have 34 frames over here, right? If I let the video run properly, you would have saw it says 55 for the two of them, right? But I'm going to prove it, right? This is 32 and 34, and looking at the freeze animations for the T1000, right, again, these are completely synced up, right? Obviously, the dash is slightly different, right? But forget that factor now. Watching the T1000. Oh, wait. Oh wait, actually no. Okay, they do unfreeze at slightly different times, right? Because obviously, how long we charge it for, right? Sorry, by example. Let's do this one instead, right? So where I've actually synced up the freeze, right? So they hit in the same frame, right? They're in 32 and 34. I've synced up the frames where it hits, right? So now it hits, and you can see the animation is the same. They hit. Actually, I think it's, yeah. I didn't reach that much, but they hit the. And watching this, right, again, 32 and 34, they unfreeze at exactly the same frame, right? There is no increased hit advantage for charging it, unless you actually hit the threshold, right? So the things Tldr said about partially charging on 2-1 and 1-2, don't even bother, right? Unless, you're trying to recharge a bit more cameo or something, right? But, Polar Palm is the start of the 29, and the maximum you can charge it up and still link off 2-1 is 34, right? So you're charging an extra 5 frames, like, honestly, who cares, right? Unless that 5 frames is going to be that much to help you get your cameo back, right? Into the clone, right? So, just gonna be, we know off the again, this clone, whatever, we've seen this on Twitter, right? Now, I've done a frame-by-frame breakdown of this, right? So, just to show, right? So, if you dash for exactly 4 frames, so the way I've set this up is, after you control farm, you can buffer dash, which makes it easy to do, right? Now, I start counting the dash from the moment you see Sub-Zero slide over, right? Which is about here, right? Now, if I dash for exactly 4 frames, right? So, the dash starts here, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I say exactly 4 frames because you can see the 1 comes out on the 4th frame, and what we found is the clone whiffs, right? Let's do 7 frames, right? So again, 7 frames. Dash starts over here, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Starts up, and from here, and it whiffs. Right, and the thing is, if you whiff this, right, for some reason I called it 8 frames, right, but whiff, right. 7 frames again, just to show you. Okay, so one side thing, right? With the frame capture software, I'm not sure if it's an artifact of the game or the artifact of... Actually, I'm pretty sure it's the artifact of the game because it's weird shit in the game with how frames are counted, right? But the game actually renders up, faster than 60 frames per second, right? So we actually do have situations where you have like half frames, and I think it sort of rounds up or rounds down. So I have a few examples in here where the frames don't really add up according to our counts, but they do add up in terms of the actual animation, right? But for now, 1 frames over here, dash starts, dash starts, right? Again, dash starts over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, starts in 7. You get whiffs, right? It's exactly frame 6 that it works. Right? It's too long. And partial charging at 32, but you honestly don't need to waste the time, right? Dash starts over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's frame 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? Again, we know forward one's 15 frames, so that lines up basically perfectly, right? Let's go, let's do it one more time. Frame 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, right? Hit on frame 15, 14, fine. Now let's do 5 frames just to show, right? Just from 5 frames. Let's go to the start of it. There's the slide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry, frame 5, right? And then from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Again, frames add up, right? 4, 1, 2. And whiffs. Now, this is very important, right? Because we saw at 4 frames, whiffs, whiffs, 5 frames, whiffs, and at 7 frames, 4 frames die. Which means this combo is a just frame. You need a perfectly marked to get to full one. This is probably not going to be worth it in that because the combo is that difficult, right? You can, you probably have a 4 frame window to land the dash forward one. So if you get good at it, you can sort of confirm where the forward one hits, right? You can see over here on the one that it hits, it hits like right before T1 touches the floor, right? Whereas over here on the 5 frame, he's slightly higher, like ever so slightly higher. But it's gonna be hard to recognize, right? That's really hard to recognize. I don't think you can tell. That's contacting here, and that is contacting here. So it's like slightly lower. If we go on the 4 frames, let's see the difference, right? Let's go towards 4 frames, right? You can definitely see that's higher for the 4 frames, right? So you can sort of confirm that yourself and go into slide instead. But between 5 and 6 frames, you're sort of guessing 50-50 and whether you hit the right timing, right? Now, the thing I was talking about frames, frames are pretty inconsistent, right? So I think I got some fake frames over here, and just to show you. Fucking bad. Right? And just to make sure, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, I say 5, but it's actually coming on 6. Yeah. That should be 6 frame dash. That means that should work. But for some reason, I have a feeling this one doesn't. So why doesn't it work? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. Okay, that's why I call it 5 frames. Right? This is what I mean by the half frame counter, right? So we're still taking this point where sub slides forward as a reference, right? But I called this 5 frames, right? Even though it was clearly on the 6th frame. Now, and again, when I look at this, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. According to this, we're pressing the 6th frame, right? But I'm calling it 5 frames because when I count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14. It's hitting 1 frame earlier in forward one, and we know that's not true, which means that technically that one input is happening on the 5th frame. It's just the game hasn't rendered it yet because, again, the game's rendering on partial frames, right? But because it's a frame on the 5 frame dash, it whiffs, right? I think this is sort of the same thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, just put a whip. Yep, 4 frame dash. Not gonna bother. 6 frame dash. Let's see. So this one should hit. 3, 4, 5, 6. It appears over here. Hopefully it's good. Clear. Like this, right? 4 frame dash. Okay, I think this is another case of 5 or 6 frame, right? So I think I say 5 or 6 because I probably press on frame 5 over here, but it's rendering at an awkward frame, so it's rounding down or something, right? Again, someone for NRS, the devs wise, if can someone link them, and so we can actually figure this out. But 1, 2, let's just make sure I'm doing this right. So the slides over here. So the first animation slides over here. 1, 2, 5. Oh. It's 5, yeah, 5. All right, so I'm pressing on frame 5. So I'm counting from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So ideally, it should be hitting here because we pressed on frame on that particular frame. We count 15 frames, but actually hits 1 frame later, right? Now, because it hits 1 frame later, it should probably combo. Yes, it does, right? Even though we pressed on frame 5, right? And because this was the late one, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7, right? This thing over here. Okay, so and this is another example from this inconsistencies. Frame 0, slide happens. Yeah. Slide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We pressed on frame 6, so again, this should combo, right? But we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14, right? Hits on frame 14, so that tells me it's 1 frame earlier. So what's ideal is to put in whiff. There we go, right? According to that, I pressed on frame 5, it should whiff. Yep. This over here. Frame 6, it should combo. Yeah. Yeah, I took a pretty large sample size. I'm guessing it was frame 5. Yeah, frame 5, right. That was forward 1, whatever, that doesn't matter. I think I had a few last few examples, right? I think this is a 1, 2. Yeah, this should be 1, 2. Yeah, so 1, 2 is the same thing, right? You get to prove it. Okay, so let's just do it one quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, and we can clear here. Yep, that was 1. 5, 6, or some combo, right? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 catches. They should combo. Oh, it doesn't. I don't know. The 1, 2 seems kind of weird, right? Again, inconsistent frame counters, guys. I don't even know. I don't even know, right? And NRS, this is the way the game is developed, right? Obviously, we run by that many frames. It's frame, so like 5 to 6 doesn't work, but over here clearly works. I think of this example. Oh, I dropped. Guess it's probably 7 or something. Yeah, this is a extreme dash, right? This one. There's a dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Press on that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Maybe it's 7 frames is what they hit. Maybe the 1, 2 timing is slightly different. Holy shit. As if the combo couldn't get any harder. Okay, this is 7? Let's see. 7, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, so it's definitely too late for that one. But let's go back. I think this is. Oh no. So I don't have many exams. This is doing. I think I was checking the charger. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. So this is doing the dash manually. Dash out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Press the button. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's done. And I think it was my camera for that point. Alright, anyways, this is kind of a long video, longer than I thought, but the point is, to reiterate, this combo is a just frame link, right? It's 1 frame link, you need to perfectly dash about 6 frames. If you go anything longer than 6 frames, you'll whiff the forward 1, 2, and you'll die to wake up jabs. If you do it earlier, the clone won't actually combo. And the game runs on partial frames for rendering, it looks like, so there's some little inconsistencies here and there. So I guess even if you hit the 6 frames perfectly, there's a chance it might not work, because I don't know, or maybe you're hitting at a partial frame and you know it's rounding up or down or something. But anyways, all right. Also, side thing, fucking NRS fixed Frost's forward throw and back throw, right? I've posted the video a million times on Twitter. If this video actually gets a bit more traction, maybe we can actually get some support, or not support, but like some eyes on it, right? But fix Frost's forward throw and a ice crash, right? Because they've cooldown on those moves, like not in terms of like cameo, you know, recharge cooldown, but in terms of like how long it'll stay with was just freaking retarded, right? So please fix that shit. But anyways, Polar Palm, decent move. Hard combo. I don't know if you actually want to try to do it in tournament unless it's in the corner or something where it's consistent mid-screen, you're kind of betting the farm. But, you know, if you're a god at execution, maybe you can do it consistently. Anyways, thanks guys. Thanks for watching.